live room? It's live. We're doing it live.
No, it doesn't look like it's live.
All that back. What is this?
Start streaming. Are you sure?
Where's everyone gonna sit for this one?
Streaming.
Huh? Your lap.
No, I mean,
You can sit on the other side of Jet and Chris. That way they can be our guests. They'll be right in the middle.
will you scoot over all the way?
I will scoot over. This is the very edge of the frame that I'm at.
I call this.
Oh,
This side.
what?
Whichever's best. Say your full name as usual. Sweet. Might be medium.
They should put it in the fingers.
Maybe like scoot back a little bit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Are we streaming now?
Yeah, Tim, you're really gonna have to get on the edge of that.
I'm on the edge of the frame. What we can do is actually
Pull it back?
this back a little bit. Give us a little more space.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit this.
Watch out, you're gonna pull that stuff.
Doesn't this go forward?
So, how many missions are there? 5?
There are 5 missions. Oh, this is heavy. There's 5 missions. The 5th one is a contingency mission, just in case.
I don't want fits.
Right now,
for my
it's
force.
the game's gonna last 30 to 40 minutes.
Little girl.
He's like, these are heavy.
Heavy compared to like the actual like fake ones. These are about twice the weight.
Yeah? He's pretty light. I would put this in my blue force. My plate minus.
We are doing it live.
Oddly enough, though, usually they'd have holes in the top. That's where the little kind of area that looks like it should be. And what people used to do is they pour sand in them to make them the real weight.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Cheap way of
Why would anybody do that?
replication, training, immersion.
Effect. What's with the, Oh, is this for your e-spook?
What time is it?
5 past time for you to get a watch.
Oh, well, what about that guy?
I think it's like 4:27.
It's in the lower right corner.
4:28. My internal clock
Jet.
is pretty spot on.
Yeah, hang on.
2-minute warning.
Alright.
2 minutes, dickish.
This is interesting.
Only come with one of those lights and use Velcro back and forth whenever hand you want to use it. Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, fall out of this chair.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
I feel like those are last words.
Yeah, that's why I like to say it a lot of times. Hit the lie to that idea.
So when we were at Hollister, Chet, or
Did you get a tank top?
Huh?
Did you get some Daisy Dukes?
No.
Yeah, you did, you liar.
You got a shirt from there.
Yeah, you did. You got that plaid shirt.
No, I'm talking about the fucking college.
I know you are. I know you are.
That's to California?
Yeah. No, we ran into some hookers though.
Again?
We're live right now.
Are we?
Yeah. Better save that story for after the show.
Dude, it says we've been live for like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. Thing has segued over.
At the game, right?
No, it was when we were staying at the motel.
I was leaving you an option to save it, but okay. Well,
I
everybody.
forgot where I was originally going with this.
Oh, this is gonna be funny. Watch, we're gonna laugh. Alright, we're talking about the shirt. Okay. And then, okay. And then you start talking about the actual story you want. And then I tell you we're live. Really?
I'll tell you later, man.
Gonna save that one for
All right, lock the door, please.
Oh, but damn it.
I know.
Hold on.
Well, have a big glass of
We don't
hurry
have
up.
to. We don't have to lock the door.
Well,
Let's
we
just
should-
talk about the promos and products and stuff, and then we'll bring them in later.
All right, well, actually, Tim, I'm really excited about this because I think it's really cool. We're doing a promotion currently where if you go to either our East Coast or West Coast walk-in store and test out a gun, like let's say a gun you're interested in purchasing or a gun you've always wanted to test out, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a very, very unique airsoft gun. Now, I believe is that a G4 with some GI trades on it?
It's a unique G4 that we made just for this raffle.
Yeah, there's
so we
one
don't
for the
sell
West
it.
Coast
Yeah.
and one for the East Coast. Now, you can only I mean, you can only get a raffle ticket once per day for test firing, but for every $100 you spend in store, you'll get an additional raffle ticket, which is pretty legit. And we're also having...
You don't even have to like the gun you're test firing. You just need to test fire any gun.
Yeah, it's a good test fire gun.
Yeah.
You cannot test fire Thunderbeats.
No, it's got to be a gun.
Yeah.
So just test fire a gun.
Yeah.
Something you're curious about, bi-curious about, anything.
Oh, Jesus. Also, we're having an $8.95 flat rate special going on until August 4th. Now, that's $8.95 flat rate just for the continental United States. If you're ordering from Alaska, Puerto Rico, Canada, or Hawaii, it is a $15.99 flat rate.
Which is still cheaper than what you would normally be paying.
It is still quite a bit cheaper than what you normally be paying, especially if you're getting a wide array of just parts or smaller things, or even like, let's say 10 M249.
Average cost for a standard Canada standard shipment's like almost $30.
Okay.
So you're saving quite a bit at $15.99 flat rate. Yeah.
But we had to have the bigger amount for the weight just because we're going to be doing it for a week long, so or around a week up until August 4th. Now we also have a currently available coupon code called Sweet16 for 16% off. That's Sweet16, all one word. You can also, I personally would suggest you check out our blowout clearance section because we've had a lot of stuff going there recently that I was shocked by. That I put in 2 big orders recently for my own personal purposes, and I checked out the blowout clearance section after the first one and I realized I could have gotten something for a better deal there had I checked it. I'm going to let Tim mention the rest of these with one exception. We've got some bundle deals going on which are really awesome. I'm a big fan of airsoft shotguns. We're doing a special bundle where you can get a variety of different airsoft guns like combat machines in black or tan. You can get combat machines blowback. You can get CQR, the Mod 1 or the Mod 2. You can even get a 416C or 417, and you'll get these. You pay a little bit more, but you're also going to get a spring shotgun with that. So you're basically going to get the spring shotgun for around $17, $18, saving you quite a bit of money. And at the same time, you'll have a loaner gun, or you have a different style of airsoft gun that you can use if you want to change up your play style.
Or a secondary.
Or a secondary. If you get a Condor tactical shotgun scabbard, you can rock that on your back, and you will be right as rain.
Yeah, I miss the days of bundle deals. That was my first airsoft gun. I got a bundle deal from a very old retailer. It was a Classic Army M16 and I think it was an HFC USP compact.
Oh, see, that's cool because you get a sidearm with that, or just something.
Yeah, that was the whole reason I bought it, because I was like, oh sweet, I can get my primary rifle and handguns, and all in this one package deal. So sweet, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I never bought anything in a package.
Oh, just to introduce, we've got Jet from Desert Fox. We've also got Chris Bast from Warfighter Airsoft, if you saw the beginning of this broadcast. Now, Jet, you've been out to a fair amount of few games, and as have you, Chris Bast, especially recently. Do you have any experiences you want to tell us about, like either an Army birthday game or an ITS?
I feel like you're segueing into something specific.
Yes. Could you be leading into something specific? Perhaps a video that was released today by myself?
I am kind of unaware of the video you're released today, jerk. I was actually, after you asked me to talk, after you just asked me, are you alluding to something specific? I was actually thinking of like the chair switching you guys were doing at ITS, where he stole your chair, and then he got up, and then you stole his damn chair, and we were waiting for him to fall on his ass.
Oh, yeah.
But more importantly, tell me about the video.
No. I've opened the floodgates of airsoft controversy today with the video that I posted earlier, which is the longest, I'm going to change the title, longest in-game confirmed AEG kill at 220 feet.
Really?
Yes. So this is a confirmed kill. It's confirmed by these two, actually, because they were standing next to me and they watched the guy pull his red rag out. So there's a lot of controversy right now because I'm using a stock Elite Force 4CRL, and the only upgrade it has is a 365mm Miracle Barrel. So the controversy right now is, I've hit way further than that, with my R-hop, X-hop, X-hop, C-hop, hop, whatever hop you got.
Hip-hop.
Hip-hop.
Hip-hop Anonymous?
Yeah, but before putting such a bold title on something, I did scour the interwebs and all of the tubes for something else, that was along the lines of a long-range AEG kill. And the only stuff that I had seen was just people that maxed out the FPS on their guns and they're shooting metal targets or paper targets. There is a cool one from these guys up in Utah where they have their buddy stand way the heck out there, and the two guys are just standing there next to the camera and they're taking the shots. but again, it's not an in-game shot. It's, in a sense, a test fire shot.
Okay.
So these are under, if you will, simulated combat conditions.
Game conditions?
Yeah,
perhaps?
these are game conditions. I like that better.
Yeah.
Game conditions where, we have to abide by the feet per second, or passing chrono, which I passed chrono that morning with 2.5 BBs, and just the whole rule set that needs to be followed.
Continue.
So that's the parameters that are set forth for that shot, and that's really what I want to convey to people, is that this was achieved within those parameters, and there wasn't any kind of crazy trickery going on, and it was just, in my opinion, a good shot, and I really wanted to share it with everybody, especially since I caught it on camera.
Yeah, I think when I saw the original video of at Army Blue Cloud when Tim was doing the commentary, it took a while. Well, Tim speaks somewhat slowly in my opinion, but it took a while to get to the point where you were taking that shot, and you can hear in the video you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I got it. Like you were shocked because
let's ask Chris. Let's ask a third-party person. Not just for me, because obviously I was just like, oh my Jesus, this guy is 8 million miles away. But so let's hear it from your perspective. What did you think about the shot?
I thought, all right, so one with the claims, like everyone's making these claims. Oh, I'm touching 300 feet, blah blah blah, but there's no evidence to prove it. So that just goes down the drain for me. For the in-game, there is no doubt about it, because I'm pretty sure I spotted the guy for you. I was like, you should try and hit him, and the next thing you know, you're actually hitting him. I'm like, oh man, I wish I could do that. Just pretty much sitting on his hill watching you destroy people. And so it was a good shot, a long shot, with, like you said, with only one little upgrade to the gun, and following the game control rules. You're not taking your AEG and jumping up to 500 FPS with 2 O's. What you said was 350 something with 2 5s.
Yeah, because I used 356 that morning. So that's right at 390 ish.
Now, to be fair, you guys did calculate out using Google Earth and where that gentleman was in the field as opposed to where you were, and figured him out 220 feet, correct?
Yeah.
But you also were on a slightly elevated position.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so that may have something to do with it, but the fact of the matter is, neither of you expected to get that kill, and I'm sure Tim wasn't even paying attention, but
he didn't have a camera on.
No, I'll bet he had his gun hanging down at his side.
It
He
was.
didn't have a camera?
I didn't have it on at the time.
He had it on, but he didn't
and
have
then
it
Jet turns around, he's like, oh dude, and he starts talking. I was like, hold on. Now start talking.
And you even talked to the guy, right?
Okay, so the guy, I know the guy I shot. His name is Jim Lang, his call sign is Mechanic, and he's on EVA Red Cell, which is sponsored by Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just some random dude. I even talked to him. I talked to him a little bit on Facebook, and he was just like, yeah, man, I had no idea you guys were up there shooting at me until you were yelling. And I figured, he said that the BBs were just all around him, so he just called it. And even he, in the last sentence he left me on Facebook was like, either way, man, it was a damn nice shot.
So you didn't actually hit him, he just called it?
Well, we don't even know, because he was just like, where am I getting shot from? Because you wouldn't expect to, because he was down in the middle of the town, there's nobody around, so he's just like, la 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 la. What the heck? I mean, I'm sure there's been moments like that for everyone in Airsoft.
Oh yeah,
I'm out here by myself. What the heck?
Where am I getting shot from? Dang it.
There's no way, no. And then some guy stands up out of a bush. You're
It happens every once in a while. I'm just chilling. I chill at most games.
Yeah,
you chill a lot.
We know you
of
chill
games.
a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, I was up there. I knew I didn't have the range you did, and I was using my LM4, so I only had 40 rounds per mag. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not really going to start shooting until I know I can hit something.
So that's why I carry extra gas and BBs on me, so I don't have to have those dilemmas.
Well, I only had 3 mags, because one of the mags I had leaked all my gas out. We were making that first push there. You know how we ran all the way around?
Yeah.
I got up to the window, I was like, shit! Reload, I was like, okay, I got BBs, must not have gas. I had to reload real quick.
Now, don't you have an RHOP in your IAR?
I do.
Okay.
Now,
and then you were using that, right?
I was using it. Now,
Okay.
to be fair, my IAR has the R-Hop, and it ranges out pretty good, but I don't think it can quite compete with Miracle Barrel. But at the same time, at that game, unfortunately my IIR kind of took a dump on me. I had problems with the air nozzle, the R-Hop, and the bucking, and so I kind of want to say.
In your opinion, this is interesting.
Not gonna
From
say
an
anything.
R-Hop owner, why do you say it can't compete?
I don't know. It felt like.
Because you say it has the same range or more range or whatever.
I honestly feel like it doesn't. I feel like for such an easy upgrade, just putting on the barrel, like it was so much more. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's
effective.
Yeah, cost effective, and I know with mine, my gun, I had problems with it locking up and stuff with me.
Well, that's not the hot rub's problem.
Well, I don't know. I don't know nothing of internals, but it just
user error.
Well, under game conditions,
yeah, I just feel like the
Barrel
Miracle
won out.
Barrel just helps out so much more because it's literally I watched you take it out of your gun and put it in yours, and I was like, wow, that was so much easier when it took like a week.
Imagine if we had to make an R-Hop right there. Okay, Jed, I'm going to give you this R-Hop. Give me 2 hours to shave this nub down.
Weren't you using like a Mark 18 style gun in the beginning of the game?
M27.
No, I was using my M27.
Well, what was, like right in the beginning of that game, this is the recent Army birthday game where Tim was commenting on, like, everyone's running out, then you're like, whoop, forgot my battery, and go back to base.
All right.
His battery was dead.
Yeah, I didn't forget a battery. I put the wrong battery in,
Which
and
is
I was
Justin's.
running out, and I shot.
Okay.
Because everyone else was doing like, oh, test fire. I was like, that's a good idea. Nope. Yeah, I forgot.
Didn't even break stride. That is funny.
Okay, so.
But it turned out to be for the good because like you guys died immediately.
We got grenaded.
Yeah.
It wasn't immediate. We took out DJ and another guy.
Yeah. Well, Charlie took them out. Level cap got him.
Huh? No, DJ was running around the corner.
Oh, well,
We
yeah,
both shot him.
me and you got
Yeah.
DJ, and that was hilarious.
Yeah, there was another guy in front of him too. I don't know who it was.
Oh, man.
But then they were like, "Hey, grenade in your face."
Yeah,
and
that
it
was
literally in my face.
Yeah, that was actually pretty fun to watch because it was so hot out there. The Thunderbee exploded. I wouldn't say prematurely, but just really fast.
Very quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for all the ones that got thrown into the room that me and him were in. Those were.
We had one. Oh yeah, that was.
The
crazy.
Airsoft gods were like, "No, you do. Keep on destroying everyone in this room."
I didn't even get to shoot that many people. I was so pissed off because I got hit through the window. But I was like, "Fuck."
Gotta step it up, Tim.
Oh well, at least I get to record.
Be aware of your surroundings.
Too bad no one jumped on a grenade.
In hindsight, looking back at the video, I had
Would've been
more than
cool.
enough time
Yeah.
to run back, pick up the grenade, and throw it back out the window. Although I probably would have got shot. And
It's not your first instinct though.
Yeah.
You see a grenade on the ground, you're like, shit, run.
They actually broke the grating
Yeah.
on that window to throw that grenade in.
Did they?
Yeah, because the grating, there's that grating that's like screwing up all the shots.
Yeah.
So they broke the movie set?
Yeah, in a sense.
No, they didn't. It's fine.
Yes.
It's made to come off that way. It's for the movie, so you can. Mess
Anyway,
it up.
moving on. Let's get back.
No,
to
but back to that room. I was in the corner watching you, and you were shooting right-handed out the window. The window that I got shot at, the guy advancing, he was poking his barrel through there. I was like, oh shit. I was like, man, I can't tell Jed about this, but this is gonna look really cool if he gets shot or something like that. If you took that guy out, he was just sitting there waiting for you, but you never showed yourself.
Nope.
And then he left, and you actually did go around the other way, like right as he left.
Oh, nice.
If he had waited like a half a second, it would have been really bad news for you. But it was kind of funny seeing it from my perspective.
Yeah, my operator spidey sense was like, don't go that way.
That's where Tim got shot.
Danger.
Indeed.
Okay, so did you have other products you guys want to talk about?
Sample
And then we'll get into the TVB stuff later.
Absolutely. Well, first up, we've actually got these Pantac Sappy plates. These are, dummy Sappy plates, just to be clear. I personally like using something similar to these just to fill out my plate carriers because they can get a little bunched up or weird looking without replica or real plates in them. It just helps fill out the body of the plate carriers, so these are nice. These are $32.95, I believe, for the pair on our website. You can check them out. They're made by Pantac. I believe they just went in our new product section. As you can see, it says medium strike face, handled with care. So these are obviously medium-sized plates. Now, next up, and actually probably Tim, you always take phone calls on the show.
No, this is really important though. Hello?
That's what you always say.
What's up?
All right.
What's up?
Go in the closet.
You're in timeout, mister.
Yeah. All right. So next up, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on this because I feel like this is more. This set of gloves is made more for doing work on mechanical or electrical jobs. From what I've heard, these are actually made for electricians, but I could be wrong. These are mechanics gloves. These are mechanics wear original light gloves, black and gold. This size is actually large, but it comes with a light that has Velcro on one side and a little push button. I don't know if you guys can see that. But you can Velcro it to either glove, and ostensibly, you can use it to light whatever you're working on, or as you're working on something to light up the area. I was trying to think of any really cool way to use this for airsoft
I know how.
that would be functional.
Here. Okay, so
I mean, map lighting? Or?
Yeah, so that's the first thing that comes into my head is if you're going to, say it's dark, playing a night game, and you're playing like a milsim game, and you need to show your buddies somewhere on the map. So, yes, you might have, an MPLS or something else, but this is pretty convenient just to have on your hand, and it's held on by Velcro, right?
So you can at least just put that on your helmet, too.
Yeah, so what you can do, essentially, and one of my big tips for a lot of players is always carry some sort of light source on the field. Even, the only exception really is the forest, but even still, though, there's dark areas of the forest. But if you're going to play in any kind of urban terrain mount setting, it's an absolute must that you have a light source, because you never know when you're going to go into a space and it's going to be dark.
Kind of like ITS?
Exactly like ITS.
Yeah.
Especially if you go in the tunnels.
You guys crawled the tunnel for was it 20 minutes, and you guys went a total of 40 feet?
It was worth
Not
it.
even 40.
Totally worth it.
Was it
totally
dude,
worth
I
it.
saw you guys
But
come out of the
anyway,
building. Like, where were you guys?
Yeah, okay, so another cool thing, now most plate carriers vests now have Velcro right here. So let's say you don't want this on your hand because it's in the way. You can take it off the glove and stick it on your chest, and now you just have an available light source right here. So you can switch. So let's say you're gonna gun battle or whatever. Okay, we're gun battling. Okay, now we're gonna slow it down. Let me look at this map. Stick it on my hand. Okay, we're over here, guys. Let's stop being lost. Yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you have a fast helmet, you can stick it on the side of your fast helmet. Maybe you need more light or something. It's always great to just have a light source. And then with the advent of Velcro on gear being so prevalent, this is actually pretty.
Legit?
Yeah, pretty legit, useful.
Mm.
So I just wish it wasn't yellow.
Yeah.
But
I think it'd be cool for if you did a milsim game and it's at night and you had to defuse an IED. That was kind of first thought came into mind, where it's I'm working with my hands. I need the hands to see exactly where they're going. So that's because I remember doing a night game at your field and during Operation Warfighter, and I had to do something. It's this is really dark. I could really use a flashlight right now. And this is immediately what came to mind. So I think that would be cool to pretend to defuse an IED.
Yeah, you had a pretty cool box of C4 the other night that would have been really fun to use. The one with the magnetic plate on the back.
We used it at the private game this last Sunday.
Did it go well?
Oh, dude, you should have been there, man.
I was
that video is coming out
Let's give them an idea what's
Thursday.
going on.
Yeah,
not everyone was
so
at
Thursday
SC.
on my channel, probably you're going to see some really, really high-end gameplay. We're not talking about pickup games filled with 12-year-olds. We're talking about skilled players. So we got Chris, Dave Bax, Tom Tominator from
Dave Bax, that sounds familiar.
Airsoft Obsessed,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's right.
Elite Force Pro Staff. We have Daniel from the in-store.
Tyler from the in-store.
In-store.
A couple of your guys' loyal customers.
Yeah.
Some of the guys from
Warfighter.
Yeah, we had Warfighter. We brought out a Marine reservist to play for his first time. We had a couple of the guys from Dev T6.
No, one guy from Dev T6. But the skill level of the game was way higher, and we were playing 7-on-7 search and destroy, and the games were intense to say the least.
Yeah.
It wasn't I got probably one 3-kill streak, and that was it. I could there was no
crazy
insane kill
kill
streaks that. It was really hard to get more than just one kill on people, because as soon as you killed someone, you were either killed by the guy watching his back or somebody else watching a different angle that you didn't even think of. It gets
good teamwork.
It gets pretty intense, and you guys will see it in the video. I'm going to have some nice map overlays and show the tactics that went into the game and such. It's going to be.
I think what was really cool is when we played the Hangman game.
That game got really intense.
That got crazy because it was just you have in the middle of SC Viper, there's a dummy hanging on a barrel, or he's standing on a barrel, and you got to kick the barrel out from under him, and he's got to hang for 30 seconds. And the defending team's got to keep the barrel on him. And so now you just see dudes like just running up and doing these slides or just kicking this barrel across the field, and it was crazy.
Yeah. There was a point where the barrel was like off the dummy, but everyone was just in the middle of the field zigzagging through one another, shooting. Like it looked like Call of Duty, but Airsoft Call of Duty. Like it was nuts, because I remember me and you ran out to go kick the barrel over again or something.
No, I kicked the barrel and you came up to try and put it back up.
Oh, okay, that's right. It was Guillermo from Crow SOG. Me and him ran. So me and him are running forward. Tyler's like running across the street. Guillermo shoots Tyler. Daniel came out of nowhere behind us, and like he shot Guillermo. Then I ducked and shot, and then me and Daniel shot one. It was crazy.
I gotta
man.
say, I'm really confused. Yeah.
It got nuts. Like but the gameplay was super duper intense, and it was just the fun level was just off the charts.
You missed out.
Where was the
Both of
private
you
game?
missed out.
Well, I wasn't even in town. Where's
Oh,
the private?
It was
game?
at SC Viper.
Oh, okay.
SC Viper, SC Village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at a Jay-Z concert. So.
As I was explaining to Chris, I had all my stuff in my car ready to go.
Yeah, and then
what did you do?
And I took it all out to go drive.
Put on a sissy pants. All right.
All right, next. What do you got next?
So, this is actually something I'm glad you guys are here to talk about, because I've seen a certain gentleman, we'll call him, let's say, G. Wong, or no, that's too hard to say. Let's call him Gregory W. Just so we're secretive. It's an old Simpsons
Greg,
joke.
are you here?
I hope he is. Now, I've been seeing some folks use this a lot recently. Some would call this a fanny pack. This is called, actually, the Pantech USA 1000 Near Cordura Waist Bag. I wanted Ranger Green, but this is Coyote Tan, or Coyote Brown, excuse me. But I actually carried a fanny pack for a long time growing up.
College?
On the way to high school, but I had some asthma-related problems, so I had to keep a lot of emergency breathing gear in a fanny pack. But nonetheless, I looked really stupid, like really bad.
Well, it was probably neon green.
No, it was actually tan, kind of similar to this.
Really?
But here's the weird thing: is that I saw this in gray, being worn by Gregory Wong. And he was like reloading, doing a bunch of stuff, and pulling stuff out of the fanny pack right there. And I realized, like, set up like this, it actually does seem to work pretty well. And it looks cooler if the gear all matches and if it's set up properly. But I remember looking at this and thinking, like, man, I look so stupid. How did it turn into looking much cooler than I did? So what do you guys think of this?
So you put the word tactical in front of everything,
Yeah.
and then it's immediately cool.
Well, no, they just took out fanny.
That too.
Yeah, if you take out
remove
fanny, it's much
and then
better.
you're good to
You
go.
know what this is missing? It's just missing Velcro.
Missing
Yes,
Molly.
it is missing like Velcro.
Yeah. I don't know
Velcro.
about Molly.
I wouldn't molly on the outside of
You,
this.
you put a mag right here and just have it
Yeah.
slap against your
Yeah.
junk.
On your fanny.
Even
One
this
big
is
Thunder
still-
Bee.
I think this is kind of ridiculous. I don't know. I think I've seen some like Navy SEAL guys carry. I don't know. Maybe they're just airsofters.
Mhm.
You can't always tell with people's gear. But
I've never tried it, so.
just looking at it, I'm not a huge fan because honestly, it reminds me of like. Did you ever use a butt pack?
You wouldn't use it in a game, would you?
I've seen some people use it, like at the Army birthday game. I
I've
saw
never
some.
tried to wear
I mean,
one.
realistically, it's just another pouch.
So,
Yeah.
But it's an
I,
easy access pouch. That's
It's a pouch
pretty
you don't
easy
need,
to
yeah.
access.
So my thing is like when you're running, I feel like this would just be like all along your junk. When
Turn it to the side.
well, because in the Marine Corps we had what was called a butt pouch, and it was kind of the same concept. Only you had it in the back, and if you need like. You wouldn't carry any of your essential high-speed stuff in it. It was for your extra stuff that was like,
yeah.
oh yeah, hey, do me a favor, grab this for me.
I just want to.
This is the very first piece of tactical gear.
So
Developed in the
I don't
70s.
know what I would put in there.
Popularized in the 80s.
Gumps.
I don't know.
Here you go, you put it here.
I feel like
Yeah, there you
this,
go.
it's like you
This
could have
isn't-
just gotten a
I
butt
don't know.
pouch and more
This
off.
would, see for me, well, to each his own.
And I feel like it
All
would
right.
just look weird. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I figure it'd probably be for like chem lights or other like small things you might need, like not at a moment's notice, or maybe so. Like maybe zip ties or other stuff.
Then
I would actually put stuff that I need at a moment's notice in there.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's the fat. Like you can get to that
Pretty quickly.
pretty dang fast.
Okay. Well, this is going on our website in a variety of colors for around $34. If this is something you're interested in, it's actually a pretty sturdy piece of gear, and it does have one pouch in the back for secret drawing. Actually, now that I think about it, because it has a secret pouch in the back, I just did a tactical gearheads where I was using a Goblin Solo. No, the.
Oh, dude, yeah. If you get taken prisoner.
Yeah. It's like,
Search
sorry,
me
guys,
out clean.
got an itch. So yeah. That might work out pretty well for that. Now this is the last piece of gear I had on here, and it's actually I used this in a Tactical Gearheads video that is hopefully going to go live this week. It's Tactical Gearheads AK loadout, and I'm probably going to be rocking an AK and an AK AEG at 10% above 5.
Okay.
I'm obviously going to have a lot of gas guns. I'm obviously going to have a lot of grenades. I'm obviously going to have Big League Chew on me. But
You're gonna have a bunch of Thunderbees too.
no, I'm going to have between 2 and 3 tornado grenades and at least 2 Thunderbees.
You should double with Thunderbees.
You think I should double? I was thinking about getting like 1 or 2 more.
Well, don't worry. We're gonna get into the missions, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna need a lot.
Oh
more
wow.
grenades.
Well, this is a King Arms MPS AK chest rig. Once again, a King Arms MPS AK chest rig. You can fit 3 AK magazines into the front of here. It's pretty solid.
Would this fit 7.62 mags?
All right, these will fit AK mags because this is an AK chest rig.
7.62 by 5.1? NATO 7.62. Okay, thanks.
It doesn't matter for airsoft.
Hey, we're shooting 6mm here, man.
I'm talking about
We don't
for
have
like
the
your
same
SCAR user, your SCAR heavy users.
No, I don't think this will fit SCAR heavy mags. That's not wide enough for them. But you know, we can try and test fit them. But this is made mainly for AKs, as the name would imply, Chris Beth. But this is very close to your body, which I like it. But also, more importantly, it comes with these 2 large utility pouches. And I actually own. Well, actually, I have 2 pouches that are very similar to this, and you can hold a lot of gear in here. In the video, which isn't out yet, you'll see that I actually set this up so that I would be able to play for between 2 and 4 games back to back without having to go back to my my car, or at least like the ready room to get more gear. I could carry water, ammo, 12 grams, replacement shells for my Thunderbees. I was able to carry a few extra magazines, carry a lot of stuff in there, and it's also very comfortable.
I really like this.
Yeah, I know.
I like that this pouch is integrated into here. It's like a kangaroo pouch, and then you have this molly that you can put more AK stuff.
I just don't know how I would put more pouches. Like I'd have to do that, but I'm just not sure what pouches exactly.
I
to put
feel
on top
like
of
the
that.
tension on this alone, you wouldn't even need this.
Yeah,
you could just
yeah.
fold it in the
Well,
back.
yeah,
and
no,
get
that's
out
What
of
I
it.
like about this is it's very sleek, and then to me this screams, dude, this is ultimate chest rig for bad guy terrorist loadout. Like that's the first thing that pops into my head right now is I can look terroristy without going overly tactical and getting into that like, hey, look at that terrorist with a Cry Precision CPC, totally believable. So this is cool. Like I would definitely pick this up for a terrorist rig.
Like
If
this.
you like
This
that.
reminds me of
Yeah,
the saw
and then-
pouches.
And then
Like, this is-
It's very similar.
He's not exaggerating like the amount of stuff you can fit. This is really
Yeah, no,
cool.
I packed it pretty full of stuff. I had
It's got like a little divider in here too. It looks like. Or
Oh yeah,
is
that's you can actually convert that into a recovery pouch.
it- Oh okay.
So you pull that out, buckle it in, or button it in, and yeah, it's got slots so you can dump mags in
I
there.
would,
They
I
won't
would
pop
run
out.
like just this, maybe like some other pouches in the front to hold AK mags, and then that like on the side for a speed loader and some BBs. And bam,
Good to go.
bad guy loadout.
Yeah, I'm looking into an AK loadout. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna rock all of my different mags for 10% buff.
Oh, there's something back here.
Yeah,
too.
that's actually when I did the loadout. That's where I secreted away the Goblin Solo.
Wait, is this? What the heck? What?
Oh, that's weird.
Whoa!
Whoa!
This whole panel
broke
comes
it.
out. Oh, you know what? You could probably.
Oh, you can Velcro that to something. Front of something.
Yeah. Oh, wow! Look at
That's-
that.
that's
Here
pretty
we go.
cool.
So, look at
Wow.
that. Missed something.
Yeah,
You're welcome. So you got the hook portion of Velcro, so you can just strap this onto any kind of slip rig. Sweet. Yeah. Wow. Who makes this again?
King Arms.
King Arms. Good job, King Arms.
Very well played.
I'm impressed.
All right, now once Jack gets that back on there, and I take a look at the paper, tell you how much this bad boy runs. Now, this is the King Arms MPS AK Combat Chest Rig. It's going to go for currently for $88.39 on our website, but that's not counting the discount coupon codes that are available. So make sure to use those coupon codes to drive the price down further, and don't forget about using your 2% GI rewards, because you can save even more money on top of that, which is pretty awesome.
Pretty dope, right?
So yeah, that is King Arms MPS AK Combat Chest Rig, and without further ado, these are some new MP5 style guns. Tim?
They're not just MP5 style guns, Bob. These are MP5s. And they really.
See, that's the one with the battery.
They both have batteries, I think.
I don't.
that one
This
doesn't.
one shouldn't have a battery.
How about no more?
Bob, can I have a drink of your fire?
This thing has a 3-round burst. That's functional.
Yeah, that's. I just like the stocks, the plasma stocks in these so much
I
more.
really like this one because of Counter-Strike. This is the Counter-Strike gun.
No. The one in Counter-Strike I thought was the...
No,
it's
it's
the
this one.
MP4A5.
It's this
MP5A4 is the full
It's
stock.
this one. Would you like to know the buy order?
Oh, God.
No, okay.
B31, yes.
Are you sure? I could have sworn it was the foldable stock.
Dude, trust me, B31 is the MP5.
Go.
I'm not doubting it's an MP5. I just thought it was the foldable stock one.
I mean, I guess it depends on what skin you had. I mean, there was a point in time in Counter-Strike you changed
Yeah,
everything up.
Everyone got
Yeah.
different skins.
You know, when I actually saw
I
the
think you
video
guys are
where
wrong. I'm gonna look at
you
it.
guys talked about this, the being able to actually slap it,
Yeah.
and it was pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
It actually really is pretty satifying. I just
Oh,
want
yeah.
to keep doing it. I
That's
just
my
wish it was-
favorite part about these is they reinforce that so you can do
Yeah.
it without breaking the gun.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the older airsoft guns, like the TMs, the ICSs, and stuff like that, are notorious for breaking my charging handles off because they weren't really made for it. But these things are super solid. They're made out of metal. Like I mentioned, they have a 3-round burst option. We haven't taken apart the gearbox yet to really find out how it's functional. But if you pull the trigger on that, you'll notice it's got like, I don't know what it is. It's some sort of electronic trigger module.
Ow.
Now you can't just like pull the trigger and drop it. You have to hold the trigger down for
You
the
guys talking about those
burst to
MP5s?
work.
That's not the MP5.
Those Counter-Strike MP5, those are the images of
Oh, okay, maybe we were wrong. Dang,
No
he got
way.
us. It's not the full stock. It's the it's this front, but it's the telescoping stock. So
This-
it's like that stock. It's that stock with this front end.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because
I still want
that's a
that.
newer front end. This is the old faithful.
I knew it
still
was
want the
this. I
real
knew it was
front
this
end.
front end.
I thought the MP5 there that came with the flashlight looking front end too.
This
So
is
it's
so
an
much.
MP5A5?
Yep.
Eye cap.
I'm telling you, that was one of my favorite guns in Counter-Strike. I was pretty sure you guys were wrong as well.
Ambidextrous fire selector.
Ooh, you guys thought
Does
you
that have
knew
a
more about
sling
Counter-Strike?
mount?
Ooh, so cool.
You didn't even know the build.
Yes. This
I-
has a sling mount right
No,
here.
right here.
At least I know what the
I
gun
think
looked
so.
like.
No, this is not.
But it has
a sling
the-
mount,
it
but it
has
has
one
a sling
right
mount
there.
right here.
But that's for a
side.
They never actually showed the back of the stock in the game.
Yes, it did.
In the game?
Yep. That's Tim.
Well,
That's,
when you drop it on the ground, it shows the whole gun. So.
that's why I wanted to get an MP5 for my first Airsoft AEG, is because I like.
It's okay, man. We got schooled by Bob. It's all right.
Hold on.
I'm okay with it.
You don't even like video games, Tim. Don't even like them.
I used to play
You talk
CS
about
a lot,
Counter-Strike
though.
all the time, though.
Oh, this is threaded.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I did not notice that until now.
Let me get my sister in here to talk about her Counter-Strike career. Giant Strike, 2001. God bless her.
Fantastic story.
Well, I don't know. It's just funny that she likes being prideful of her gingerness, and it just.
You guys already
worked out
talk about the FPS on these things?
Shoots about 400. 380 to 390.
Okay. These are solid, man.
well. Yeah.
These are pretty, yeah.
Oh, look at that. It says HK MP5 up here at the top. Probably can't see it in the camera.
Where does it say? Oh, there it is.
No,
Feel
these
like
are
a
officially,
serial-
they're officially
Really?
licensed by Umarex.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
can
these are
trade.
legit. They're OEM by VFC, which is cool.
Which is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Break down some doors, SWAT style.
Yeah, crazy.
Whoops, I don't like that stuff though.
No.
Here we go. Yeah, the pistol grip's all warm and sweaty.
This one
Yeah,
has
this is
the
like-
sling attachment right here and on the front. And then these aren't blowback, are they? No.
No, they're not.
Okay. Then
But they do have 3-round bursts.
bolt locks back. You can activate your hop up. Then you can do this.
I'm gonna go play the counter strike. I'll figure this out.
You know what I like about these stocks though? Like, even though I don't like this one so much, is the fact that it goes down, so it's easy
Yeah.
for face masks.
Face mask,
Or
exactly.
any face mask.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just
Yeah,
2
anytime
points.
your stock is not on the same level as where your optics are gonna go, it's definitely beneficial for face mask use.
Or you can just do what Jess doing.
Hey man, that's how all the kids at Viper shoot.
I actually prefer the.
I'm hitting you!
I prefer the extendable stock. One, because I'm a fan of the movie Clear and Present Danger, and also I'm a fan of the Counter Strike. But also because sometimes I really like this this bar right here where you can sling attachment point right here, so that I can have it shorty right here and just like let it drop on my bungee, just like right there. So you can just pick it up, go to town, good to go. So this is pretty nice.
Is that handguard an actual handguard for a real MP5?
Uh,
I think they just put that on there so they can fit
You
the
know,
battery in it, right?
I don't know, because my MP5 had the handguard in the other one,
Yeah.
and I was able to fit a mini battery in there, because that was the only space you could put it.
It's
But
like, this seems smaller as a
No, it's
compartment.
bigger.
no, this
No,
is bigger.
it's bigger?
Yeah.
You know what? I like the ones
No,
that
no,
have
really,
the-
just look at it.
I like the ones that like that style, but with the
Well,
flashlight.
I guess I can
blades.
see what you mean. It tapers out near the end.
Yeah.
What was those sound effects?
To be honest, I
Sound like you're doing a
I
beat.
like the look of that better, the handguard.
Like if that hanger
What was
was
the
on
gun I
that
asked
one,
you
Yeah,
about?
it
that
looks
would look-
badass,
That would look
yeah.
awesome.
What
I'm
was
sure
the-
you could
yeah.
just put it on there.
What was the gun I asked you about and you were like, oh, it was cool because Chuck Norris used it?
The Uzi, man.
Oh, the Uzi, that's
Wait,
right.
wait, isn't it the
That-
Mac 11?
The new IWI Uzi from
Oh
Elite Force.
yeah, that's right.
Which we test fired this weekend at Viper because Dave Bax from Airsoft Obsessed got his.
That thing
Now-
is sick.
Yeah, it's
I-
sick.
I
And we're
saw
giving
that-
one away at TVB5.
I saw
It's-
that post on Charlie's or Level Cap's page.
He has one too.
And I was like, oh my god, a CO2 Uzi. I love CO2 guns. Why haven't we gotten that? And I guess we're giving it away for 10 for spot 5, but I
Yes.
want to fire one.
It is.
When mine comes
Yeah,
in,
one.
you can fire mine.
Yeah, I
Good.
would love to.
The recoil on that thing is sick.
Yeah.
That's
It is so much fun.
So jealous. So
Yeah.
jealous.
I'm like I'm not an Uzi fan, and I want one just because of
I'm
the
not a
kick.
Uzi fan either, and then he said Chuck Norris used
Look,
it.
brother,
so
up to
I guess what movie did you say it was?
in Chuck Norris Delta Force.
Delta
man, you've
Force,
never seen
that's
Delta
right.
Force. That's like Chuck Norris's like quintessential like film right there, man. Especially the part where they're like doing the train. Okay, so they're doing like this training, like they're getting ready for their operation.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, everyone make this. There's like a pit. So you have the sand pit, and then everyone's in a circle around the pit. And the training consists of Chuck Norris calls you out, so you have to come into the pit. Then you 1v1 Chuck Norris, but you just get your ass kicked. And he just does that the whole training. Like everyone else is just like, okay.
How does that make them
I
better?
hope it's not my turn, and they're just like, you, and it's like, all right, here we go, oh, and you're just knocked out on the ground, and they're like, all right, next guy, you're up.
I don't see how that helps.
You didn't do that
Yeah.
when you were in
Lee
the
Marvin's
military?
in that movie as well, I believe.
Who?
Lee Marvin, I believe, from Dirty Dozen and a bunch of other movies.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stars in all of those Delta Force movies.
How many are there?
One.
Man, there's like I think there's like 3. There might be more because it gets a little overboard.
It won't.
He
beat
like
the
scales.
Expendables.
He scales like a mountain and snatches like a poisonous snake
There's
from a
only
rock.
2
I don't know.
Expendables, right?
There's some
Yeah,
crazy
but the Expendables has
crazy
like
moments.
The Expendables is just all about highlighting all the action movies. And then they even make a joke about like all the Chuck Norris jokes in that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't. Have you seen Expendables
I haven't seen
2?
the second one. I've only seen the
Well,
first one.
there's a scene where Chuck Norris just kind of saves the day for him halfway through the film, and they're like, "Last time I heard about you, I heard you got bit by a king cobra," and he's like, "Yeah," and after 5 days of excruciating pain, he died. It's just like a play on all his jokes, and then they do stuff on like with Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator, Bruce Willis. They make fun of him for Die Hard.
That's how movies are supposed to be. Everything's too serious these days.
I love those movies.
Speaking of too serious, we've got about 20 minutes left. Why don't we go over some Tim vs. Bob 5 missions?
Okay, so I hold here. We've got the map of GamePod Battlezone with all of the buildings marked out, and all the missions right here. All right, so yesterday I spent about 2 hours on the phone with Craig from GamePod
Bates
Battlezone.
Motel, that sounds so familiar.
Just refining the missions so that way it's not going to be this supposed Charlie Foxtrot that everyone is anticipating it's going to be. It's totally not. In fact,
should just hang out.
there's a lot of things that I learned from talking with Craig about how to make the gameplay better and keep everything just in that fast-paced action. And it's going to be a lot more frantic too. And that's one of the biggest things that's going to happen is you're going to find yourself somewhere in that city, and it's probably going to be you and a handful of other guys, and you're going to be just trying to hold out for the rest of your team to arrive for backup.
They have names for all the places too.
Yeah, they all have names. Everything is marked.
I think I'm gonna be hanging out in the bar most of the time.
Shooter's Bar. I'm gonna be at Tokyo Mori Sushi.
Hey, Jet, if you want to go a little bit to your left, there you go. Go ahead and talk, and I'll try and point out shit.
Oh, it's okay. You can just come.
I just wanted to try and get Tim out of the frame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, everyone but Tim. Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So we'll just go over the missions in a nutshell. All right. So the games will start at 9:30. The itinerary right now has pretty much you have until 7 till 9 o'clock to get all of your stuff ready and just have all your stuff ready to play by 9:30, please. All right, 9:30 game 1. All right, this will last about 30 to 40 minutes, and this is basically the arrival of Tim. So Tim has arrived in Antioch in his private G6 plane, whatever.
Mobile throne device.
Mobile
throne device. I like that.
And he is landing with a PSD, a personal security detail of 40 guys. Now, what's going to make this game unique, and me and you discussed it a little bit, is the start points aren't going to be your conventional, you guys start over here, you guys start over here, go. No, since we are in a CQB environment, it's going to be more like, some of your guys are over here, some of your guys are over here, maybe a little bit over here, then some of your guys are over here, then some of your guys are over here. Okay, game on, go. So that's going to make the fighting a lot more frantic. It's going to help kind of immerse you into that close quarters action.
Right from the get-go.
Yeah, right from the get-go, it's going to be just game on, kill those guys.
Roger.
All right, now, one thing that I do want to talk about, this will cover the whole day, is the respawns. Now, in the past, we've had the medic rules at Balahack. You know, you could tap the guy for, what was it, 30, 60?
60 seconds.
It's like 60 seconds, you got to tap the guy. We're not going to have any medics for this game because it's too close quarters.
Fast paced.
Now, one thing that a lot of people are concerned about, I was concerned about too, is people just immediately going back to respawn and coming back in. So you wouldn't be able to make any kind of push or gain ground whatsoever. So the way we've dealt with this is we've made a humongous group respawn. So your group respawns are going to be 30-man respawns.
Wow.
So 30 guys have to be dead in order for them to be released back into the game. So that means taking and holding ground is going to be very crucial, which it should be, especially in close quarters. So, you know, you might have a big group of 40 guys attack one direction, 5 guys survive and are now held up in a building. It's going to take some time for, you know, you to accumulate 30 other dudes to give them backup. And the whole time they're just going to, you know, they're holding out. They're holding out. Yeah, it is the Alamo. And you're going to see a lot of those moments on the field. All right, so that's going to cover that. We won't go any more into building number 1. Now, there are going to be strategic points on the field. You'll start to see this in Mission 2. So some of the strategic points are going to be a gas station. And if you get said gas station, you may be rewarded with some sort of vehicle, perhaps.
Good.
And said vehicle, according to Craig, has a minigun that has a remote control to a joystick to power it. So
that's nice. That's cool.
So yes.
I want to be like on a 50 cal.
Now,
like a crow's nest.
there also is a counter to the vehicle too, and it's in the form of sticky bombs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actual magnetic sticky bombs.
Ah.
Wait. Are these provided or?
Yeah, these are provided.
Okay.
So,
You gotta make
so
it
one, so
Well,
along the battlefield there will be
taking
strategic
off your
points.
socks.
Kids, surrender your socks. But along the battlefield, there will be strategic points. So if you hold, you know, one point, it'll give you access to, you know, the vehicle. You hold this point, it gives you access to, you know, the sticky bombs. There is a clinic. If you hold this clinic, it will give you shorter respawn groups. So maybe if you hold this clinic, as opposed to a 30-man respawn group, you'll get 20-man respawn groups. So that means you can get your troops out onto the field quicker.
That is very interesting.
So yeah, so for every objective that you are fighting for, there is a reward for it.
That's pretty cool.
Let's see here. Now we're going to be utilizing where'd the map go? Okay, so we are going to be utilizing this whole field, and what you're going to see a lot of times too is people are going to just appear almost out of nowhere, and the reason that is because there's other entry points all around the field. So let's say you're up here at apartment number 3. And you know this area seems clear. All of a sudden, enemy might start appearing behind you at apartment number 1 because we've strategically inserted them through one of those entry points on the field, and that could quite possibly happen a lot. Also, team groups will be starting on the field already in play. So you're gonna start.
It's definitely gonna have to happen for when people respawn, because even if you respawn 30 people at a time, it would be smart to deploy 15 through separate.
So
just to get
you know,
people
managing people and where forces are going going to be a very crucial part of the game. And let's see here. And that's pretty much the premise of all the games. Everything else I want to try to keep near and dear to give you guys I just want to see the shock value on your faces when I say, hey, this is what's going down.
This is how every TDD kind of starts. Bob and I are always like rallying for support with the game control, which is Jed, and usually the field owner's like, hey, give us this, give me this, give me this. Bob's like, hey, give me this, don't give Tim this, blah, 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 blah.
Don't.
And so they never tell us the whole story, so it's a surprise to us even when we get onto the field.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But you kind of have an advantage because your general is actually one of the training guys there too.
Yeah.
He's like old school Green Beret or something.
No big deal.
No big deal. It's okay. You got Chris Bass right
I know.
here.
No, I'm very excited to have Chris back.
Not to take away from Chris or anything.
Well, no, we have.
What color is your beret?
Low. They don't wear berets, right?
No.
I didn't think so. But we each have 3 generals. I've got Chris. Now I've got 2 others. You have General who plays there. I don't know if Chad's going. Is he?
No, the
Chad
reason,
Dominic.
Chad bailed on me,
Okay.
that's why I had to replace him with somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah. And the same
I
thing.
warned you.
Also, your units again are going to be broken up into colored units. So
Yeah.
you'll have like your green, your blue team.
Can we just
Pink,
stick-
purple, and yellow, and I'll have gray, blue, and black.
Can we just stick actually with like he gets the cold colors, I'll take the warm colors?
Yeah.
So.
Is that the way it was last time?
Yeah.
But we're not going to do red. No red band tape this time because that got confusing for some people because they had the red.
Airbags?
Yeah, they had the red
Oh,
arm
yeah,
band
no,
tape,
that
and
makes
it was
sense,
like, is
yeah.
that guy dead or is he? Oh, okay, he's not dead.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're not
that's
using
awesome.
red, so you
Lots
might
of
get
duct tape.
you might get pink or something. I don't know.
It's power color.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. It sounds really fun. I'm curious to see, if the airplane is going to be like a big part of this operation.
It may. There's definitely going to be some key strategic buildings that you guys will quickly find. Like we should send a lot of people over there, or
Now-
you guys are going to start in there. Let's get our really good shooters to be in that building, so that way everyone else can hurry up and try to make their way over there.
I'm trying to find a good spot on this map for.
Oh, you're not.
No. I mean, like when I capture Tim, I want to hold a public trial. So I mean, that
Basketball
looks
court.
basketball court.
Yeah, the basketball
Yeah,
court.
Okay,
basketball
cool.
court.
That would be
That's
the
good.
safest spot.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a show trial. But
Yeah. Now I will say one of the missions is specifically geared toward the storyline of this is supposed to be you springing a trap for Tim, but Tim already knows it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
It's a double trap.
It's a double trap, and you've kind of pulled it off before in Virginia, so I did it again. So let's see if you can pull it off again.
I'm confused.
What? I have to escape again?
To an extent.
You're a whore. You're a whore. I'd say a whore
You're
and a half.
not. It's not so much escaping, but just.
Surviving?
That you would want to do.
Am I gonna be running around? Am I gonna be running around like a whack-a-mole?
No,
Like,
no. You're not gonna be running around.
You'll be in shackles.
Do not tell me I'm getting duct taped.
No, I'll just wait till the end. You can figure that out. Don't worry.
Is there gonna be salmon there?
Salmon?
Yeah, that's how do you say salmon?
Well, no, it's Salomon.
Okay. Okay. Dang it! I really want to know. I really want to know what's going to happen. Well, I'm really excited. All the tickets, I believe, are sold out.
Yes.
So it should be a very, very cool event. And I'm honestly like I mentioned salmon one because it's funny how you say it, salmon. But I really like that we have meal options for this event. You know, it's such a really cool.
Oh yeah.
I guess it makes you feel really appreciate being
That
there.
reminds me.
Yeah,
That's one of the reasons. Somebody asked earlier why TVB5 was $60, whereas the other games were a lot cheaper. The lunch
$50?
options kind of makes up for it.
Yeah, the lunch options. And we also, myself and Chris took it upon ourselves to make it even more worthwhile for everybody. Friday night at GamePod, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., myself and Chris are going to be hosting a CQB class for everyone who's pre-registered for the game. So we're going to have our roster there. You show up in between that 2-hour time frame, you can hop in the class. I'm going to be going over a lot of individual rifle tactics, and then Chris is going to go into a lot of CQB mount tactics that, according to Craig, teamwork is an absolute must at this field.
Yes. In a mount area?
Yeah, who would have thought, man? Dang.
Crazy.
But, you know, if you're able to make it Friday night, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at GamePod, come on out. Me and Chris will be there. Some of the other staff from GamePod will be there. And we're going to be giving classes and showing you guys how to play better. So that way that can enhance your gameplay the next morning during the game.
So exactly, Rebels, if you can, show up early and get to that event, and try and also scope out the field. And also, you know, if you see any people from the Empire, tell them they don't need to go. They can stay home. They can go to their hotels. They'll be fine. Feel free to take.
Tell them the event was canceled.
You know, it's funny.
No, don't do that.
At Timber's Bob 4, I think it's 4.5. Tim's forces, I would say, fled the field for an early lunch, and you still think that I told your forces that it was lunch.
I don't know who it was, but I wouldn't put it past you. That's all I'm saying.
You keep saying that. You're like, I wouldn't put it past you. And
I was as stupefied as everyone else because we just walked into town like
we're like,
we've been fighting all day for this, and now we just walked up like it's nothing.
Dude.
Like I died 50 times down that road.
I love the part of the action video when that happens, because when we hit the town, everyone's like, let's go, and then the pan flute music goes up, and then like people run through with artillery. It's like, this is the sound of my people. It was pretty epic for not having much resistance.
I was just so dumbfounded what was going on. You guys were rolling through town. I was just standing there. I was like, how did this happen?
You were standing like in the middle of the road just watching it go down.
I was
too.
watching it happen because I couldn't believe what was going on. I was like, how did they roll us so badly? Because we had you guys pushed up the whole, like, the first 75% of the game. Like, it was all the Empire. And then, the last 25%, you guys rolled through the town.
Yeah,
like, oh,
and then
God.
I think that's what kind of broke it, too, in your favor for Sunday.
Well,
or at least the second half of the day.
I do know when we were actually getting pushed all the way back to our fob, when the game staff dropped off those ammo crates, my team secured all of them.
Okay. There are going to be games like that too. There's going to be some missions where you're going to have to go out and secure some stuff. There may be a scientist. I don't know.
Is it going to be you?
Oh no, it's not going to be me.
Okay.
If it was, a kill on sight.
No.
Last time the scientist was pretty funny, especially how you snuck him away from Tim's forces, and then as you guys got caught.
Yeah. You see this tower right here? This is a functioning game
Air
control
traffic
tower.
control
I will. That's where I will be most of the game, controlling everything. I may take the field and get a ground level as to what the action is like.
I want to see if you can get our AR drone and try and get a little bit of footage of that.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
because I've got an extra iPad. You can just like control from that. And,
oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Super cool. But yes, best of luck to you two. Again, okay, so keeping to what we learned in Virginia. Strict rules on everything. If you guys complained about it in the past, oh, that's not worth it. Everything is going to be worth something now.
Okay, good.
All right, and I'm keeping the time frames may change, give or take, depending on how I see the flow of the game going. So if the game goes a little quicker, or if the game is, if it seems like your forces need more time, I'm going to extend the game time. But I'll let you know ahead of time.
Hold on. How long is game one happening?
About 30 minutes.
Okay, so it's short.
Yeah, these are short action. These are like short direct action missions. Like, trust me, if you don't fire your gun, if you don't empty 300 rounds of BBs in the first 10 minutes of the game, there's something wrong.
Not gonna have a problem with that, probably.
Or at least if you're not, if I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the way I have everything set up right now is you are guaranteed to see action. Like.
All right, so game one's from 9:30 to
instant.
10. Game 2's
from basically, well, we're gonna have about a 15-20 minute break in between each mission, so that way people can rehydrate, rearm, things like that. So then probably about
30-minute game.
Yeah, and then another 30 to 40 minute game depending on the game or the flow of the game.
Okay.
Now we've got a bunch of folks on the Rebel side bringing up rockets. There are rules for shooting rockets into buildings, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
We'll cover all of that. What's great about using GamePod is Craig has been, doing Airsoft for a long time now, and Craig really understands how the games need to be run and how the action of the game and the flow of the game needs to occur. So when we were bouncing everything off, he was like, you know what, if we did this, that would actually make this happen. And I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah, let's do that. So Craig has a really good handle on how to run games and how a field should be run. So, I mean, if you live up in Northern California area and you want to go to a good venue, definitely go to GamePod because Craig knows his stuff.
Yeah, he's been playing Airsoft for a long time.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm very excited. Tim vs. Bob is fast approaching. I mean, like we mentioned earlier, I may possibly be purchasing more Thunder Bees. I'll definitely be purchasing more high-capacity magazines for my AK. Tim, give me
to use hand caps now.
Yeah, to be honest, I am. I have no remorse. I'm going to pull everything out of the bag to throw at your forces.
Thunder Bees do count as kills, too, inside GamePod.
You should do is just attend the CQB class, and then you won't need it. You'll just be so high speed.
Exactly.
Are you talking to me or our viewers?
Both.
Everyone.
Stop it, guys.
I've seen you try to clear a room. You can use the train.
What are you talking about?
Swinging their axe blindly.
We actually did do a pretty cool room clear one at the ITS game. So.
Oh man.
I'm
Yeah, no,
confident in your abilities.
It's funny because like a lot of people, like you mentioned, like people don't clear stairs correctly. Like everyone just kind of goes up
Or
looking one way.
corners. Like
Yeah,
Jared has a
corners.
video of a kid who didn't even go through look at the corner, and now that video went viral because you took him hostage.
Oh, that one.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be my hostage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
I was going to say something else for this game, but I totally
Be there or
I'm sure it's profound. Make sure to get all the extra ammunition, extra magazines, extra gear you can ahead of time because when you get there, you won't want to,
Not be ready.
yeah, not be ready. Also bring
Please
duct
be
tape.
ready.
Duct tape is also great.
Electrical tape is your best
yeah,
friend.
Bring a flashlight if you can. I mean, if you don't have one that latches on the gun, get a flashlight at the store, duct tape it to your gun. Trust me, it'll look stupid, but it will work. So just whatever you have to do to be as prepared as possible, you will want to have it at the field. And don't be afraid of looking stupid on my team. Trust me, it happens to a lot of people. So.
No, the Timfire, you have to have a legit flashlight on
Yeah.
your gun. There's no point in winning if we can't look good doing it. So
I was actually
don't
really,
do the duct tape.
I was
Oh,
really
now I remember what I was
impressed.
gonna say.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay, just a quick tidbit. Okay, so a lot of you guys are fans of Level Cap, who is also going to be at the game.
On?
Now, I don't know. Oh, he's on your team. Yes.
All
So
right.
Level Cap's on Bob's team. Now,
Gladly.
the very last game will last an hour. That's going to be one full-length hour of gameplay. No having to cut people because of staffing issues. I don't have to deal with that at this place. It's not my staff.
Hey man, that's not
So-
my problem.
Okay,
so
I'll switch
you
the player.
you will get that dedicated hour. After that, it's going to be the shenanigans portion of the day. I'm gonna make sure these two don't leave until autographs have been signed. Everyone has photos. You can get photos with Chris, myself, Level Cap. We're gonna stick around until everyone, has
That's fine.
Whatever
has
they
fun.
need, yeah.
Whatever you want to do. If you want a naked photo with Chris, I wouldn't suggest it, but yeah, sure.
I think I signed someone's. I think I signed a woman's arm last year, and then there's a much larger gentleman behind. He's like, "Oh, I saw you sign that chick's arm. Can you sign my belly button?" Is the big tall gunner's mate from Team Therapist? So I had to sign around as like hairy belly. I was like, "Well, first time for everything."
I remember that.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I
Doesn't remember.
cannot remember.
All right.
What was it you said? I'm sure it's profound.
No, yeah,
I gotcha.
I'm
You
sure
don't
it's
have any
absolutely
more of those Moabs, do you?
perfect. He's got one left, doesn't he?
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
actually,
you do.
I'm not gonna use it in there. I mean,
That
like a
would be
real
loud,
Moab.
man.
Oh my god.
Wait, really quick, because the show's about to end. I want you to tell the story about how, like, we told you there was a misfire, and then you found out later it wasn't.
Well, Jed and I were planning TVB4, and coincidentally, I was in Virginia scouting for what is now GI Tactical. And he was like, dude, we gotta use this mop. I got one more left. And I was like, wait a minute. You told me that it was done.
Oh yeah, about that.
I thought you threw it and it didn't work. And it was like, you got me. I was like, you son of a gun.
Yeah, he's tricky. Oh, well.
Misfire, deal with it.
All right, well.
New game control for next game.
All right, well, I think that's going to do it for our live show this week. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to gear up as much as possible for Dim vs. Bob 5, which is approaching very quickly. Special thanks to Chris Bass from Warfighter Airsoft for showing up. Very special thanks for Jet from Desert Fox for showing up. And no special thanks at all, period, in any way, shape, or form for Tim for being present here.
But you look good, though.
Disagree.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next Tuesday at 4:30. Thanks for joining us. Adios.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
We have to stay on for another 5 minutes.
Stay on.
So you run Hollister, and
Wait, are we still live?
You didn't hear the beginning of
Okay,
this.
never mind.
No, wait.
As soon as we're off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we gotta
This-
give it about 5 minutes.
This show
before.
started out the most un-PC way
Oh
I've ever had
my
a show start out.
goodness.
'Cause, like,
You didn't mention-
he starts talking, and I saw the video, and Tim's like, "We're live, by the way." Your smile was getting like bigger, and you could have told him immediately, but you let him go on for like a sentence.